Hey friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where today I am going to be showing you how to make the stitch pattern for my brand new baby blanket, the semi-ripple blanket. This is a super simple stitch pattern. It's only a 2-row repeat. We are going to be using a worsted weight yarn and a 5mm hook, so this works up really fast. I will link in the description below the written free pattern on my website. I will also link the Lion Brand kit, which includes the yarn and a free printable PDF, or if you prefer to purchase just a PDF, I will have the links for Etsy and Ravelry all linked in the description. This pattern I wrote for just one size. However, in the blog post, I do have an entire section explaining the multiple for this pattern and how to go about adjusting your sizing if you want to use this stitch pattern for a bigger or smaller blanket, or just something else if you want to use this stitch pattern for maybe, I don't know, say, a pillow or dish towels, right? There are so many different things that you can use this stitch pattern for, and I have made sure to provide you the tools that you need so that you can create any size, anything that you want with this pattern. For today's video tutorial, you are going to need a 5mm crochet hook and some worsted weight yarn. Be sure to check your gauge for this pattern, which is 15 stitches by 8 rows in double crochet will give you a 4 by 4 inch swatch. To start our swatch, I am going to create a slip knot, insert my hook, and I'm going to chain 32. So here I have my 32 stitches to begin. And the first thing that we are going to do for row 1 is we are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. Now, I like to use the back bump. So this is the top of your chain, this is the back of the chain, and if I turn it to the side, you could see these back bumps along here. So I am going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am going to place a double crochet in that stitch. Next, I'm going to place 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 chains. Then you will skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in this next chain, you're going to place a double crochet and a chain 1, and you will do that 4 times. So that's the first double crochet, chain 1. I'm going to place my second double crochet and chain 1, place my third double crochet and chain 1, place my 4th double crochet and chain 1, and then I'm going to double crochet again in that same stitch. So that stitch has a total of 5 double crochet, each separated by a chain 1. You will again skip 3 chains. Now, it's very important over here that you make sure that you are counting your chains correctly, because sometimes this next chain, because this chain gets pulled tightly, can be hard to see and you could skip it. So be sure to kind of tug a little bit and make sure that you are skipping the proper amount of chains. So skip 1, 2, 3, and then you are going to place a double crochet in each of the next 3 chains. In the next chain, you're going to place 3 double crochet in this one stitch. So you're essentially creating an increase. This is creating the first part of our ripple. What we have created is the first repeat of row 1. I am now going to complete the repeat and show you how we end the row. So going back to the beginning of the repeat, the next thing we will do is place 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 chains for a total of 3 more double crochet. We will then skip 3 chains again, 1, 2, 3, and do our double crochet chain 1 in this next chain for a total of 4 times. Place 1 more double crochet again in that last worked stitch. Skip 3 chains. Again, make sure that we check over here that we don't skip an extra chain. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to place 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 chains. And as noted in the pattern, instead of placing 3 double crochet in this last stitch, we are going to place only 2 double crochet since we have reached the end of our row 1. So this is what your row 1 repeat will look like. Moving on to row 2, we will turn, chain 3. So the chain 3 counts as a double crochet in this pattern. And then next for row 2, what we will do is place a double crochet in that first stitch as well. So this is an increase. And then we will begin the repeat. So we are going to double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet stitches. We will then skip the next 2 double crochet, so this one and this one. And then working in the chain 1 space, we are going to place a single crochet and chain 3. And we are going to do that in each of the next 3. So single crochet, chain 3, next chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 3, next chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 3, and then we are going to place our final single crochet in this last chain 1 space. We will not be creating another chain 3, so you're going to have 3 chain 3 loops across these 5 double crochet and chain 1s that we created in row 1. You will then skip the next 2 double crochet stitches, so here and here, and then you will double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet stitches. To complete the repeat in this next double crochet, you are going to place 3 double crochet for an increase, and then that completes the repeat for row 2. To complete the row, I'm going to go back to the beginning of the repeat, and I'm going to place a double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet stitches. Skip the next 2 double crochet, place a single crochet in this first chain 1 space, make 3 chains, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, make another 3 chains, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, make 3 more chains, and then single crochet again in this last chain 1 space. Skip these next 2 double crochet, and then double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet. As noted in the written pattern, when you get to this last stitch, instead of placing the 3 double crochet, you are only going to place 2 double crochet in the turning chain. And then that completes the row 2 repeat. Moving on to row 3, I'm going to turn, chain 3. The chain 3 again counts as a double crochet, and I'm going to double crochet in the first double crochet for an increase. And then I'm going to place 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet. You will then skip the next double crochet, and in the center chain 3 loop, you are going to double crochet chain 1 4 times. So this is the center loop. Let's open this up a bit more, right? In this center chain 3 is where we're going to double crochet chain 1 4 times. And then again, you will place a double crochet in that same chain 3 loop. So just like in row 1, we are creating these 5 double crochet separated each by a chain 1, and we're doing it in the chain 3 that's in the center of row 2. Now you will skip the next double crochet. Okay, so come over here to this next double crochet. You're going to skip that one, and then you're going to place a double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet. And then you will place 3 double crochet in the next double crochet for an increase. And that is the repeat for row 3. Continuing on to complete this row, we will then double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet, skip the next double crochet, and in the center 3 chain loop, you are going to double crochet and chain 1 4 times, and then place another double crochet in that same chain 3 loop that you just worked the last ones. Skip the next double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets. And then again, as noted in the written pattern, in the turning chain, instead of placing 3 double crochet as you would in the repeat, you are going to make it only have 2 double crochet in that final stitch. and that is the repeat. So this pattern repeats row 2 and 3 for the entirety of this pattern. If you are using this stitch tutorial to make your very own semi-ripple blanket using the same colors as I did, you're going to alternate your colors every 2 rows. You could change this up however you would like. This would be a great pattern. You could alternate your colors every row. You could use a self-striping yarn. You could do so many different things with this stitch pattern and it will still look lovely. All right guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope that you found today's video tutorial helpful. As always, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any of my free patterns, video tutorials, and just all around yarny goodness.